This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Friday, January 31st, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. Scenes of anger, frustration, and sadness as hundreds of National Housing Corporation workers learned that they are now on the breadline. Some 300 temporary workers at the government agency got the bad news that they're in the first set of the 3,000 public sector workers who are being retrenched. Tears flowed as they contemplated their next move, and some of them spoke to Barbados Today shortly after getting their green papers.
I have it 8 years, and they said we home with a letter. Just the letter and a pay slip with $1,000. Them things ain't right.
It's a shock. I got 6 boys. Them nobody in the house don't working, all my no working. My mother she's working and yet see. And it's gonna be very hard now because you know she pay the bills. And it's gonna be very hard now for me and my children because I still have children going to school and they're gonna live by that 5 years old.
It's only my one, it's only breadwinner in my house. And I have my kids to same school and do my best because he ain't working and it's real hard. I ain't know what to do. Boy is saying that they should leave me on the block, let me stay on the block. I won't owe nobody nothing.
I go on in, I gotta work hard, like, you know, like that side down already. And keep money there to get another job. That's all I could do. And man, saying do no more. That'd be cool. All I could do.
Meantime, workers at the Transport Board have been given a 1-week reprieve. Management of the board met with representatives of the Barbados Workers Union earlier today and have agreed to the need for separation of some employees. The exact number of people who will go home is still to be determined, as the board is first giving workers the option of voluntary redundancy. After that process, management will consider persons who qualify for early retirement, as well as those who have medical conditions, poor attendance records, or less than satisfactory performance. The Transport Board management is to meet again with the union next Friday, and in the event that it doesn't realize the necessary staff cuts, it says it will begin with the retrenchments on the last in, first out basis. Prime Minister Frundle Stewart is taking a hands-off approach to the retrenchment process. When asked by the media earlier in the day about the matter, Finance Minister Chris Sinclair said he'd let Stewart, who was to address the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry's business luncheon later in the day, speak on the issue. But during the question and answer session, the Prime Minister indicated he couldn't say how many people were affected today.
I am really not in a position to answer with any definitiveness how many people will have gone home by the end of the day. I know that the Ministry of the Civil Service has been working around the clock to respond to the decisions of the government in terms of dealing with a very serious problem which our public finances have been experiencing.
Well, the National Union of Public Workers was caught off guard by today's layoffs. General Secretary Dennis Clark tells Barbados Today that what was particularly unsettling was that many of the retrenched workers were near pension age, some of them with 15 or more years in service.
It's something that we had warned management about having persons who, by virtue of the fact that they've been working for 10 years or more, and therefore are pensionable, that you should not, they should not be ones going ahead.
Clark says the union will be making sure the workers get what's due to them, even if it means taking government to court.
The CCG has ruled in that you shouldn't get pension maturity before reaching pensionable age. So I believe that that we might see that surface in this matter, and we may have then to find someone who's quite willing to go to court and challenge that situation.
And Barbadians on the breadline are being told to use the time out of work to retool. Chairman of the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Council, Dr. Hensley Sobers, says they should even look outside of Barbados for jobs.
We are encouraging persons to take advantage of that. It allows for remittances, it allows for our people to compete world class and to return, in fact, with additional skills and competencies and so on that we can very well use in Barbados.
We'll be back with more news after this short break.
Do you have an amazing love story to share?
Do you want to let someone know how much you love them?
At Barbados Today, we want to help you share the love. To share your love story,
call George Aline.
To record a video, send a poem, photo, or a greeting, call 417-1000 or email us at love@barbadostoday.bb.
In other news now, Barbados is getting a 0 rating when it comes to enforcing drinking and driving laws. It's also scoring low, 4 out of 10 to be exact, when it comes to enforcing speed limits. That information is contained in the Global Road Safety Report. The report, however, gave the country fairly good marks when it comes to ensuring that laws relating to wearing helmets while riding and seat belts while driving are enforced. The report was released at a time that local law enforcement officials and Minister of Transport, Michael Lashley, expressed concern about lawlessness on the roads and people traveling without due care and attention. Lashley says his ministry is pressing ahead with the introduction of breathalyzer testing and a ban on the use of cell phones while driving.
Section of the Road Traffic Act that is very important due care and attention in a reckless manner, due care and attention before consequences for other road users. I believe that you can probably stretch that section of the act to charge somebody on it for driving and using a cell phone. I certainly believe, speaking as a lawyer, I certainly believe that you can probably, police officers can utilize that section until they put it in the Road Traffic Act specifically that is an offense to drive while texting.
The minister was speaking at a road safety seminar this morning at Cooperators General Insurance. And that's where we end the 6 p.m. update. We'll be back with you on Monday morning, but you don't have to wait until then to get more news and sports. Just log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook. I'm Dawn Paris. Have a safe weekend.
This news update brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Sun Power.